Hello everyone, I'm Dead Knight. This is In It to Win It. Don't forget to leave respectful comments and like and subscribe on all the videos in this channel. We are going through United and Stormwind for our week 1 meta decks for season 89, for which decks that I've played and I've liked and are getting some of the most attention right now. So you've seen some of my other videos about what I hit legend with already this season, but we're showcasing some other decks, and for this video we're going for Questline Mage. So this deserves a very special place in the annals of our videos because Questline Mage, I think, has had the most effect on this meta and probably has been the most frustrating thing for players so far. A lot of people are going out there and accusing Hearthstone of being just solitaire now, and I think Questline Mage is the primary reason for that. So with Questline Mage, what you have to do is you have to play on Fire, a Frost, and an Arcane spell to advance the quest. And after you do that 3 times, you get Arcanist Dawngrasp, and when you play Arcanist Dawngrasp, they give you +3 spell damage for the rest of the game. So what is it about that makes this game solitaire? The reason is because of how bad frost spells are. So except for Ice Barrier, every other frost spell needs to target a minion. So other decks' minions quickly became a liability for them. So what this deck is running is tons and tons and tons of really inexpensive minion hate. So we already mentioned the frost spells. So the most notable one, of course, is Brain Freeze. So we've had this guy out for about a year now. 1 mana, deals 3 damage as a frost spell to a minion. It's a super cool card. Also, it freezes minions, so it's a great card. Really cheap and easy way to advance the frost level of this quest. We also have Flurry, which is for 0, so another cheap and easy way to advance the quest, and that is going to freeze random enemy minions. You can't play it if they don't have a minion. Then we also have some fire spells that are going to advance the quest very inexpensively, like First Flame, which is a new card that deals 2 damage to your opponent's minion for 1 mana as a fire spell, which generates a second flame, which does exactly the same thing. So if an opponent plays a couple minions early game, you can advance the quest twice by turn 3, just by playing 0 and 1 mana spells that are blasting your opponent's minions. So what happened? People just stopped playing minions, and now these cards are sitting in your hand, and so either you have to play your own minion, which you don't have too many of them in this deck. You pretty much need to play Primordial Studies, generate a spell damage minion, and then blast it with your frosted and fire damage spells, or hope your opponent plays a minion that doesn't end up killing you. So that's kind of why we got to solitaire. But what is Mage going to do with their spells that's so frightening that everybody had to stop playing minions to adjust? And the thing that they're going to do is ignite. It turned out to be just as powerful as we thought. With Ignite, it's a 2 mana spell that is going to deal 2 damage, and then shuffle another copy that deals an extra damage back into your deck. So I said that this was going to be the best card in the set, and it turns out that it seems to be, because it's the win condition for this deck. So the reason is that you can draw spells over and over and over. You can just not worry about what's in your deck and just keep drawing, because you're always going to have Ignites that are going back in there. And so with this build, that's exactly what we decided to do. We just leaned into that. We got lots of cheap spells to trigger the quest, and then Gadgetzan Auctioneer. With Gadgetzan Auctioneer, all those 0 mana spells are just more ways for you to go back and draw Ignite. So to lean into that further, we got even more 0 mana spells that aren't really even helping us complete the quest. So Hot Streak. So for 0 mana, your next fire spell costs 2 less. That's a free card with Auctioneer. Conjure Mana Biscuit. This guy is going to be 2 cards off Auctioneer, and it's going to be for free because the Mana Biscuit reduces the cost, adds you 2 mana crystals. And if you manage to reduce the cost of the Mana Biscuit with Incanter's Flow, which is still, it's just unbelievable to me how this card still only costs 2 mana. But if you reduce it with Incanter's Flow, then you're actually generating mana while drawing cards with the Conjure Mana Biscuit, which is absolutely, obviously, it's just insanity. So with Auctioneer and Ignites and the quest reward, you can quickly draw every single card in your deck and just burn through your opponents with Ignites. So that's what did it. That's what broke Hearthstone. As people started, tweaking their decks to beat this, I'm seeing some people abandoning Questline Mage for some other decks as the meta is swirling around and adjusting. But however things land, Questline Mage is living up to the hype. Sorcerer's Gambit turned out to be way easier to complete than I thought it was going to be, and way more lethal, drawing way more cards and putting out way more damage. So it's really exciting for Mage players. They're back to being good again after a couple months of stagnating after nerfs. It's the only question is, are they too good? Are they going to make Questline Mage harder to complete? Are they going to nerf some of these fire spells? We don't know what's going to happen, but I would say get while the getting's good. Questline Mage is really strong right now. Only advice I'd give is you definitely want to play at least one Ice Barrier so you have a chance of playing some Frost spells if your opponent is holding off on playing minions. And other than that, just go wild, just go nuts. It's really fun to just cycle through your whole deck and burn in people's faces. So get while the getting's good. Leave some respectful comments below. Tell me what you think of Questline Mage. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tune in next time.